Hi, welcome to today's global health crisis update. Well, if it's not one virus, it's another. The Frankfurt Xetra exchange, or Xetra exchange in Germany, has been hit by a suspected cyber attack and has been down all morning. So people are unable to trade shares there. That's obviously very personal to me because we have a company listed on the Frankfurt Xetra. So we're watching that one quite closely. But in other kind of European news, what is it they say? A camel is a horse designed by a committee. They've spent a week kicking around this political football, which is whether or not they can use the European Emergency Fund, which was originally set up post-financial crisis for bailing out banks, whether they could use that for bailing out businesses in the global health crisis. And basically, the northern European countries were saying no, and the southern European countries were saying please. And it was basically, intransigence, and they were just bashing against each other. Well, they've now got a solution, and they've announced their solution, which is instead of using a fund that already exists, they're going to have the additional cost and additional bureaucracy of creating a completely new fund, but then at least both sides can look like they won. It does, though, at least now mean that Europe does have a joined-up solution to this, which, obviously America and the UK announced their stimulus packages many weeks ago. So this is going to be a good thing for businesses across Europe and for people across Europe, and will probably also provide a little bit of support. I think you can see that in the markets today. Everything seems to be a little bit in the green. Also, China data came out, and it's basically not as bad as everyone was expecting. So March showed a 3.5% contraction, which sounds alarmingly small considering what was going on in the world. That's manufacturing contraction. Yeah, very, very interesting set of data, possibly to be taken with a pinch of salt, but everybody seems to be quite enjoying the fact that it wasn't as bad as they thought it would be, and the futures are pointing, the US futures are pointing to a bit of a green opening over there. So yeah, it'll be an interesting day that unfolds. As I said in the video yesterday, the narrative is now shifting toward opening up and who's going to open up first and which bits of the economies are going to open up first, and take us into that kind of new normal as people start to get back to stuff. I think we're going to, we'll still have all the social distancing. There's still going to be businesses that will take a long time to be recovered. Somebody said to me, actually, they believe the tipping point in this will be live sporting events getting going again. So when we start to see the Formula One and the football, and in the US, the NBA get started again, that's going to be the real kind of the tipping point psychologically for people. I think if you're a big sports fan, it's hard enough being locked up for 4 weeks. It's even harder when there's no sports you can watch. So I think that's going to be an interesting signal that everything really is back to the new normal and how things are going to go going forward. So that's all from me today. Hopefully see you later.